Welcome to the Lee Etzler Show, a weekly wrap-up and analysis of Churubusco High School Football.
Eagles, what is your profession? Out, out, out.
And now your host, Big Daddy Don Hyatt. Hey, welcome to the Lee Etzler Show. I'm Dave Crable, sitting in this week for Don Hyatt. Today, Coach will be joining us to talk about this week's Prairie Heights game and the upcoming East Side game. We'll also be joined by Cory Miller, so stick around. We'll be right back after this.
We're the class of 2013, and you're watching the Lee Etzler Show.
I lost my job and I needed help with different things like prescriptions and energy assistance and stuff. So I contacted United Way. They was the first ones that I could think of. And I went to the agencies that they gave me a list of and got the assistance that I needed from them. Because I received help from United Way, then I'm volunteering my help out to the community, giving the help that they need.
Hey, football fans, do you want to keep track of Churubusco High School football games? Log on to busconews.com every game day and watch up-to-the-minute pregame, halftime, and postgame interviews with head coach Lee Etzler. Stay connected with your computer or on your cell phone. busconews.com. When you can't make it to the game, it's the next best thing to being there. Hey, welcome back to Lee Etzler Show. We're here talking with Coach about this week's game against Prairie Heights. Coach, it was another good game. Kids played fast. Seems like they're getting better.
Yeah, we're pretty pleased, with what went on Friday night. Did play pretty hard from the first snap. Really got after them on defense. They really struggled to move the ball. Didn't have a first down until late in the game, and I think held them to 28 total yards on the offensive side of the ball. So pretty pleased with that effort, and hopefully that's something to build on. Not only this week but for the rest of the year.
Boy, defense is playing tremendous for you. They're just really cruising to the ball.
Yeah, we preach that a lot and been fortunate enough, in recent years to have the type of kids that really like to play defense. Our defensive coaching staff does a great job, coaching the kids, and a lot of what we try to do is get the kids to feel comfortable in their positions, and we really do a lot of different things as far as lining up and ask our kids to do a lot as far as responsibilities. And a lot of times when you do that, it takes away from the speed at which they play. Well, like I said, we've been fortunate enough to have real good kids on the defensive side of the ball, real good defensive coaches, and they enjoy playing defense. They enjoy lining up every Friday night, and enjoy hitting people, which makes it fun for everybody watching the game.
Yeah, the big hits really get the crowd going back at Busco.
Definitely. We like those.
Yeah, those are good. We'll talk about the offense a little bit. Nicodemus, I think he had 169 or so yards, 12 carries, a couple touchdowns. Cory Miller had a touchdown. Kane Johnson, you're starting to get the ball passed around quite a bit.
Yeah, and again, it was another week where we didn't have that many offensive snaps, and that's been getting a little frustrating. Hopefully we get a game where we can, get 55, 60 snaps on offense, and we were probably, I'm not sure we've been over 40 yet this year. So, not a lot of defensive snaps or offensive snaps, but, got Nicodemus the ball 12 times, which is the most he's carried it so far this year. And, other kids have had success, not very many carries, but, when they did carry the ball, having some success moving it.
Petrie kind of went to the passing game a little bit, trying to get Jay into the throwing the ball, and had a couple nice touchdowns.
Yeah, and we felt he's played well all year. Didn't really have the opportunity to throw the ball very much in the first couple games, and after a couple weeks go by, you get worried about what if we need some of that stuff. So it was a goal of ours to throw the ball a little bit, and so a lot of times first downs we're throwing the ball just to make sure we can get some of the passing game in. And like I said, he's I thought played well all year and played another real good game Friday night. So threw a couple touchdown passes. We feel our tight ends can be successful in the passing game, and two of our tight ends, Sam and Cory, got touchdown catches. So those were good things, and hopefully we can build upon that.
Yeah, I like that tight end play. Sarazen, is he a junior this year?
Sarazen's a junior.
And then the other
Sam is a senior.
Sam's a senior. Yeah, two great tight end catches for touchdowns in the end zone. So, Lee, you can stick around. We're going to come back and talk a little bit about defense here. And
sure.
Unless you got anything else you want to say about offense.
No, we're pretty pleased. Hopefully it's another building point for next week.
Stick around. We'll be right back after this to talk to Coach about the defense.
I'm Brandon Etzler, and you're watching the Lee Etzler Show.
I lost my job and I needed help with different things like prescriptions and energy assistance and stuff. So I contacted United Way. They was the first ones that I could think of. And I went to the agencies that they gave me a list of and got the assistance that I needed from them. Because I received the help from United Way, then I'm volunteering my help out to the community, giving the help that they need.
Hey football fans, do you want to keep track of Churubusco High School football games? Log on to busconews.com every game day and watch up-to-the-minute pregame, halftime, and postgame interviews with head coach Lee Etzler. Stay connected with your computer or on your cell phone. busconews.com. When you can't make it to the game, it's the next best thing to being there. Hey, welcome back to the Lee Etzler Show. We're here talking with Coach about the defensive game they played against Prairie Heights. 42-0, Coach. Quite a game for your defense.
Yeah, played pretty well, and of course, defensive side of the ball. Looking for the shutout every week, and good to get that. A lot of times we'll play a pretty good defensive game, and let a touchdown or so squeak through, and so it was good to reward the kids with the shutout, and the defensive coaching staff with the shutout. They all did a great job.
Kuznar had 3.5 tackles. Hicks had 4 tackles. Bryant Hicks, Shively, Cory Miller, Cody Schaefer, number 11. He's starting to step up into the game a little bit.
Yeah, thought defensive line wise, Kuznar and Hicks played a very good football game, and maybe one of the better games we played up front in a few years. So weren't on the field a whole lot. I think they. We took them out after the first series of the second half, but played fast, played physical. Both of them pursued the ball real well, and Kuznar, when he gets going, he's a pretty big boy, so he gets pursuing across the field and makes a tackle. It seems to be the whoever he tackles gets up a little slower than anybody else. So pleased with their effort. They're both physical kids. They both can move. Thought they showed a little bit of their potential this year. So again, hopefully we can build off of that. Cory Miller, pretty consistent each week so far this year. He's a kid that we feel the offense probably knows he's out there each time they snap the football, because he's a headhunter. He'll go in there and smack people around quite a bit. So he's pretty consistent and really doing the things that we expect him to do, but we definitely like having him on that side of the ball. Cody Schaefer rotated through in the defensive backfield. Thought he played with pretty fast and made tackle for a loss and made another tackle, made a play on kickoff team. So hopefully he's a guy that we found can give us a little bit of depth in the defensive backfield. So pretty pleased with all that, and want to see things more consistently out of all those guys, and want to see a 48-minute football game out of all those guys. But pretty okay with what went on Friday night.
Coach, Cory Miller is going to join us here in a little bit. Going to be a guest and talk to him about Busco football. Can you kind of expand on him a little bit more and how he is with your program and what he means to Busco football?
Yeah, like I said, the impact, the physical impact he's got on a football game is very important. we preach big hits, not only because they're kind of fun to watch, but it really slows the other team down when, you have number 10 back there. You never know where he's at, and all of a sudden he pops up and smacks somebody in the mouth. So, that drastically affects the attitude of the other team. So he's one as much as anybody that we can count on to do those types of things. So, and feel that, offensively, when, the opposing team watches film and their kids watch film, well, holy cow, we got to watch out for number 10 because he's going to hit me. So, big physical impact on the defensive side of the ball, and, offense has the ability to do the same. We probably rotate him on offense a little more than we do defense, just because of depth issues and things like that. But fast, has the ability to run, blocks well. Hadn't had very many carries, but so far this year, but has the ability to carry the ball, and a couple touchdowns, two interception returns for touchdowns. Big plays on special teams, returned, a punt or two for a touchdown. I think one or two of them were called back on penalties, but, he impacts, all three phases of the game, which is pretty important. Not just a defensive specialist, not just an offensive specialist, but plays offense, defense, and special teams to a pretty high level.
He does. All right, you can come back in a little bit and we'll talk about the upcoming game against Eastside. And,
sure.
Hey, everybody stick around. We'll be right back to talk to Senior Cory Miller. Stay with us.
I lost my job and I needed help with different things like prescriptions and energy assistance and stuff. So I contacted United Way. They was the first ones that I could think of. And I went to the agencies that they gave me a list of and got the assistance that I needed from them. Because I received the help from United Way, then I'm volunteering my help out to the community, giving the help that they need.
Hey football fans, do you want to keep track of Churubusco High School football games? Log on to busconews.com every game day and watch up-to-the-minute pregame, halftime, and postgame interviews with head coach Lee Etzler. Stay connected with your computer or on your cell phone. busconews.com. When you can't make it to the game, it's the next best thing to being there. Hey, welcome back. We're here talking with number 10 senior Cory Miller. Cory's had not just a great season, but he's had a great career here at Busco. Cory, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's nice to be.
I'm glad you're here. Cory, you last game, let's talk about the last game. You had five rushes, 60 yards rushing, a touchdown, 2.5 tackles. It seems like you're all over the field on both sides of the ball.
It's definitely nice to be able to play on both sides, get a look on both sides of the ball. You got to be mentally and physically prepared to do it, in shape and that, but they put us through a lot during the off season that gets us ready for all that.
So defensive side, your coach talked to us earlier and said you're just number 10 is what other teams look out for. So how does that make you feel that you're the hit man on our team this year?
Yeah, it does feel good. The main aspect, I guess, of the position that I play is to punish anyone with the ball. Exactly. As far as Coach Doc would go with it.
Right.
Anyone who has the ball, punish them for wanting to carry it across the line of scrimmage, I guess.
Exactly. So you're known for a run stopper, and you're known for big monster hits. Does Coach Zach Doc tell you to go for the pick, or does he tell you to go for the hit?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what game it is. You always want to go for the pick. Points are more valuable anyways. Right. It is nice to get a good stick on someone, but I'll always go for a pick over that.
Pick over on a
the defensive stand.
But. And you're a huge run stopper. You've got now is this your second or third year starting, Cory?
This is my second year starting off the season. Starting off the season as a starter. And
then your sophomore year, you got in quite a bit, right?
I played here and there my sophomore year, mainly towards the end of the season.
Right, exactly. You got a pretty young set of guys with you. You're in a safety spot, and you have another safety in two corners, but they're pretty young guys coming out there, and they're really gelling together. How much do you think that you have? Are you being the leader in that group?
I try to be as much as I can. I notice that they do look up to you as a senior, and they expect you to know everything, and they feed off of that. They do a great job though of being able to understand the plays and not just wanting to feed off what you do, but as well know themselves what needs to be done. We have Bo, he's young, but he does a tremendous job on knowing what to do. He's not afraid to put his shoulder down and hit someone to better the team either. We got Hayden Kilgore, Logan Harris, played some here and there last year, both very good on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Harris has already had a couple picks. I think he's had one or two back for touchdowns, and the secondary's impressed me, man. I mean, the secondary looks very, very good, and I hesitate to say it, but just Monk won't be happy. But to me, this is one of the best secondaries we've had in quite a while, man. It really, you guys, I think you're going to get better towards the end of the season.
We do have a lot of room to improve. We need to step a few things up, but that comes with more games down the road. We get more opportunities, more chances, and then throughout practice we get more reps, so everyone just gets better with time.
First three games are kind of big blowouts. Well, they were big blowouts for you guys, and I know you were saying a little bit ago that maybe this East Side game is going to give the starters a chance to maybe play 3-4 quarters. How do you think East Side's going to be?
On film and on paper they look all right. They're always a tough team. They have an explosive offense. They have very many skilled kids. They have a few that really stand out, some good speed. I in particular are just looking to hopefully we get to play more than 2 quarters this game. Our starters would like to get a look at a full game situation this year.
I know Coach was saying earlier he'd like to get a full game in, get the starters at least into 4 quarters of football where they could get the mental thing going.
We go through conditioning every day, but it's nothing like 4 quarters of game speed, and that's what I think we need to experience to know where we're really at.
Cory, tell everybody here what it's like for playing for Coach Etzler and the coaching staff, and what it means to you to be a part of Busco football.
I would not play anywhere else, given the chance. I like all the coaches here. Every one of them, you treat them with a respect, and they'll treat you with a great deal of respect back. All they want you to do is show up every day, give your hardest, and at the end of the day, just do your job. And you have a great, not only as a coach and player, feel back for each other, but you also, as a coach and player, you have a friend's point of view. They're not just show up every day to come here and work all day for them. They're also like a friend point of view too. You see them every day in school, you see them in the classroom, you see them in practice, you see them on Saturdays after practice.
So you become part of a big Busco football family? Is that pretty much?
It's a big group of brothers.
There is, isn't it? I see all the kids from the past coming back to practice and that kind of thing. Cory, what are your plans after high school?
Right now I work at Pro Systems CNC machining.
Oh, good.
So I'll probably carry on with that.
Good.
And then they'll probably send me to a CNC machining shop, college. Probably carry that for a while, and then do a welding technician fabrication as well.
Good. Sounds like a good career. Well, Cory, thanks a lot for coming. I appreciate it here. Sit right there. We're going to take a quick break, but wish you well in the rest of the season and the rest of your career. So thank you very much. Hang with us. We want to thank number 10 Cory Miller for taking the time to come out and see us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back talking to Coach Lee Etzler about the upcoming very, very tough East Side game.
I'm number 10, Cory Miller, and you're watching the Lee Etzler Show.
I lost my job and I needed help with different things like prescriptions and energy assistance and stuff. So I contacted United Way. They was the first ones that I could think of. And I went to the agencies that they gave me a list of and got the assistance that I needed from them. Because I received the help from United Way, then I'm volunteering my help out to the community, giving the help that they need.
Hey football fans, do you want to keep track of Churubusco High School football games? Log on to busconews.com every game day and watch up-to-the-minute pregame, halftime, and postgame interviews with head coach Lee Etzler. Stay connected with your computer or on your cell phone. busconews.com. When you can't make it to the game, it's the next best thing to being there. Welcome back. We want to thank Cory Miller for taking the time and come out and give us a great interview there. Coach, what do you know about Eastside? Eastside's always gives us a battle.
Yeah, real excited about the game. Presents a new challenge. They've really come on as a program the last couple of years. Last year finished the season 7-4, which was one of the better recent seasons they've had, and lost a good senior class, and guess had to question how good they'd be coming into this year. While pretty impressed with what they've done, they have quite a few kids that are filling in the key positions. They lost a very good quarterback last year. The kid that's come in is seems to be very comfortable running their offense. So impressed with what they've done with all that they've lost last year. So they like to throw the ball around a lot, and they line up in as many formations as anybody we see. And so lining up to those types of things is a challenge, and we got to be on the ball. Kids got to be studying scouting reports. We got to be watching film, and so we're comfortable with what we need to do on Friday. If we're comfortable, then we're going to play faster. So should be interesting. Definitely a different challenge. I think first three opponents, combined records 0-9 right now, and Eastside comes in with a 2-1 record and have been played some pretty competitive football so far this year. So we're definitely excited about it and see it as a great opportunity to get better.
It's going to be a great football game. Starts at 7 up at Butler.
7, yep.
Up at Butler. Good.
Yep.
Lee, thanks a lot. Appreciate you coming in every week. We really do. I know today's a Labor Day, and you guys had practice back at school, I guess.
Oh, yeah. You can't give them a day off.
Can't rest. All right. We want to thank Churubusco's head coach Lee Etzler for joining us each and every week. We really do appreciate it. Don't forget to watch the Lee Etzler Show on busconews.com every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Also watch for the pregame, halftime, and postgame interviews during the game. It's kind of fun. I've been talking to Coach about what's going on. So everybody stay with us. We appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. We'll see you.